we'll see how good this audio is. I downloaded some files from Turnip28's, excuse me, from Turnip28's My Mini Factory page. A friend of mine is wanting to get into the game, or tabletop games in general, so I figured I might try, download some of these and paint them up. I guess this is a musician. I haven't read the rules too much for it. I just know that it's 28mm scale, and there's some pretty entertaining miniatures for it. But I'm going to try a sort of John Blanche inspired paint scheme. We'll see how well it actually ends up working. But I'm thinking a sort of umber base coat for it, and then I want to stick to just a handful of colors. I've got like a yellow ochre, a dark brown, whites, and then some brown washes, and then some metallics as well that I'll really heavily wash down. This isn't a strict Blanche style, just more of an inspiration, and I want this to get painted up pretty quick. I'm gonna go rattle can it and then pick up from there. Tried my best at a zenithal highlight with a satin beige spray can. The base color was a sea glass amber. These are just some spray paints I've had sitting in the garage for a couple of years now. I mean, they're pretty old, so it's a little splotchy, and the weather isn't great for rattle can stuff. But again, it's just a quick paint job. It'd still look a little dirty anyways because of the sort of aesthetic. But I think it will accomplish the goal pretty well. And the paints I'll be using are pretty thick, so it being mostly white or most of that beige color won't be a huge issue. Alright, checking back in. This is the progress with one layer of 3 different colors. Looking at it now, there's some spots I missed, but I really wasn't trying to stay inside the lines at all. In fact, I was being blotchy on purpose in spots, and I did it while it was all wet. I mean, it's still a little bit wet in some spots. So, my next step is to just let the paint that's on it dry, and then hit it with a bunch of wash, specifically probably Agrax Earthshade. Here are the paints that I used. 3 Citadel paints, got some Averland Sunset. I believe this one is Mephiston Red. Yep. And then, excuse me, Bugman's Glow. And then I used matte acrylic medium to thin it all out, to help it kind of spread over, but also getting the white bits underneath to kind of stand out, hopefully. Almost making them into like a really thick wash, or the contrast paint equivalent. I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology, or if it's even doing that good of a job for it, but that's what I've done. Alright, so I know it looks quite a bit different from the last cut, but that's because it's kind of inconsequential in between these few steps to here. What I did was I applied a nice healthy coat of Agrax Earthshade to the whole model, and then went in with Lead Belcher and picked out some of the metallic bits. And I also went through with those 3 previous colors, the Mephiston, the Sunset, the Bugman's Glow, and I applied it to different spots of it. Kind of hard to see at points, but like on the bagpipe, one of the patches is a different color. And some of the pouches I went and recolored the bottoms of the boots, that sort of thing. Belts, pouches, accessories, got different mixes of those three colors. I hit it with Agrax Earthshade again after that. Let that dry, and then dry brushed with a cheap acrylic tan. Not sure, but it's a very light dry brush. I applied a mud mixture that I made. It's just it's a random assortment of different things. I'm not the guy for a tutorial on that. There's plenty of good videos out there on how to make your own mud for bases and whatnot. took a black acrylic, like I think it was Abaddon Black, and hit the base rim with that. But it's sloppy. Yeah, it's not that great to look at. I mean, it's splotchy, it's ugly, it's dirty, but that's kind of the setting for it. I think I maybe spent 15 minutes total of actually, brush stroking. More time waiting for it to dry and, messing with the camera to get it to this point. So I think I'll probably keep this style for a unit of 10 or however. I need to read the rules. And, maybe I'll get a battle report on the channel at some point in the semi-near future. We'll see. But I think I captured the sort of John Blanche aesthetic halfway decent. For never having tried it before, I'm pretty happy with it. Quick, easy, dirty, and of course the miniatures and the setting really play into that. So, appreciate you watching. Thanks.